I wasn't good enough. Had me questioning myself, I wasn't sure.
Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about being body shamed by the plus size community for no longer looking like plus size model. The thing that really frustrates me, when I was bigger, I was unhealthy, and so now I'm smaller and this is what I look like naturally with losing weight, and I'm being shamed for it. The plus size community has always been looked upon negatively because some people feel that the message behind plus size community is like we're encouraging bad health. So I don't believe in that, but those are rumors, those are speculations, those are theories, those are things that critics have said about the plus size community. I was never a believer of that. I didn't believe that just because a bigger woman decides to embrace her body that she's saying be in bad health, join me on being unhealthy. I never got that type of message when it came to the plus size community. But with my recent experience within the plus size community, I felt like the plus size community wanted me to be the unhealthy version of myself, and that was the only way that they would accept me. But now that I'm the healthy version of myself, they don't want to accept me, and so it makes me wonder, it makes me think, well, are they really pushing that narrative, like let's be unhealthy, let's promote bad health? So I was getting body shamed for that, and because last week for some reason, I don't know, all I did was I posted a clothing haul, and then I also posted about being abstinent. Now I came out about being abstinent and I was being shamed for that, and I'm like, well damn, if you go against the grain, if you go against the trend, if you go against what everybody else is doing, all of a sudden they want to shame you for that. And it's like, didn't we create these communities so that the shaming would stop? Or didn't we create these communities for people who didn't fit in? And so now if you don't fit in these communities and live up to what they expect, like their expectations of what you should be, and this is why I'm no longer a part of the feminist community, and it looks like I'm going to take myself out of the plus size community because it's ridiculous. Like, every time you join these communities, all of a sudden, if you are not fitting their image, their expectations, then all of a sudden they want to shame you and kick you out. And it's like, who made this shit up? Like, who made the rules to what a community shouldn't and should not be? I couldn't believe I was being body shamed for not looking plus size. And the thing that kills me about the plus size community, it comes in so many different shapes and sizes. I recently did the whole body positivity thing on my Instagram, and I'm gonna start making that like a thing, a weekly thing, so that people don't get it confused that plus size comes in different shapes and sizes. It does not all look the same. And for me, I'm still plus size. I'm still considered to be obese on the health chart when it comes to my weight versus my height. I'm still considered to be obese. I wear a size 14 now. That's news. I wear a size 14 pants, and my dress size is probably like a 10, and I'm still considered to be plus size though. Like, I'm still on a thicker scale. I don't fit the norm of plus size. Now, I recently just found out that I'm a size 14. I'm just really annoyed because a 14 is the average woman size in America, in the US, and I talked about this in one of my plus size videos. And it just really sucks that I am being shamed for getting healthy. I really want to start pushing this message now. Like, it's very clear, and maybe this happened to me for a reason. It's very clear for me to push this message that you can be plus size, you can work out, you can be sexy, you can be healthy, you can be all of those things. There doesn't have to be a limit on, oh, well, if you're plus size, you have to be unhealthy. Or, oh, if you're plus size, you have to look like this. Or, oh, if you're plus size, you don't work out because you're plus size. I really want to push this new message and put it in the forefront, like, hey, you can be plus size, you can have curves, you can be sexy, you can work out, you can look good, you can feel good, you can be all of those things and still be a plus size woman. Because it just seems like the message is, oh, if you're in the plus size community, you're unhealthy, you don't work out, you don't do much, you know, like, you don't have any confidence. And that's not true. I really want to start making that my message now moving forward, now that I've been shamed, and just really start encouraging women to not be afraid of what the number says on the scale. I am a scale Nazi. I will weigh myself every freaking day. I will weigh myself 4 times in a day. I am a scale Nazi. So you're not alone. Like, you're looking at a woman who does the same thing as you. Like, I go through periods where I binge eat. I go through periods when I just constantly weigh myself. I'm very hard on myself when it comes to my weight. But now I really want to start pushing the message like, hey, I weigh this much, I'm this tall, and this is what I look like. That's going to be my message now moving forward. And maybe this happened for a reason. I'm always talking about how God, he works in mysterious ways. So maybe me being body shamed for not looking plus size happened for a reason, because now I want my message to be, hey, I'm plus size. Hey, I work out. Hey, I'm in shape. Hey, I'm confident. Hey, I feel sexy. I look sexy. Like, I want that to be my message. I just want to be a voice for that. Like, yes, you're plus size, but you can work out. You can feel good about yourself. You can be confident. You can be healthy. You can be all of those things and still be a plus size woman. A plus size woman with a snatched waist. You can be a plus size woman with a fupa. You can be a plus size woman with a gut. But it's all beautiful. We just need to stop comparing. I feel like everyone has their own lane, and I feel like we just need to focus on that and not worry about what this person's doing, what this person's doing. Just really focus on yourself and bettering yourself and making improvements on yourself and not worrying about what everyone else is doing. And that was the reason why I was posting those body positivity posts on my Insta story, because I wanted you to look at a girl who is your height and your weight and see how they looked, and maybe you would want to follow them, or maybe you would want to follow them for like inspiration, or look to them for inspiration. Because I hate, and I said this before, I hate how me embracing my body sends the wrong message that you have to look like me. That is not the message that I want to portray. So I am saying that yes, this is my body, and yes, I weigh this much, I'm this tall, and this is me. And I want you to feel the same. I don't want it to be, oh, I want to be like her, oh, I have to look like her. I want it to be, no, this is me, I love me, and I'm accepting me, and that's how I'm going to live my life. That's all I have to say about the whole plus size community shaming women for losing weight. It sucks. It sucks how a community that you once loved, that you once had so much compassion for, and you were so down for the cause, and then you went and made some changes to improve yourself. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Also, I want to talk about my whole abstinent shaming. I got shamed for being abstinent, love. I got shamed for not fucking around. I got shamed for choosing my mental health over sex. I just feel like women who depend on sex, or women who depend on men for sex, it's very toxic. And I depend on myself for everything, for happiness. And it's sad that people actually took what I said offensively, because I made a statement on my Insta story. I was saying that, let me pull it up. Let me pull up the receipts here, because people like to twist and turn your words and make it into something that it's not. People hate the truth. I don't know why y'all hate the truth so damn much. Everyone's lifestyle doesn't have to look the same. So no, you don't have to be abstinent, but if I choose to be, don't shame me for it. And if you want to be a hoe, I'm not going to shame you for being a hoe. Be a hoe, but be a smart hoe. And then what works for you doesn't work for everyone else. True. The abstinent life does not work for everyone. The whole life doesn't work for anyone. The whole life doesn't work for me. Doesn't work. The whole life does not work for me. And I'm going to get into why the whole life does not work for me. I know the whole life is trending. I know the whole life is like really in style right now. But for some of us, the whole life is not for us. I spoke about this on my Snapchat. I deal with on and off depression. Let me repeat this. I deal with on and off depression. It's depression that comes and it goes for seasons. Reasons behind when it comes or why it comes, I don't know. It just happens. That's what depression is. You don't know when it's going to hit. It's just going to hit you. So me sleeping around and maybe catching feelings for a guy that maybe I'm sleeping with and he ghosts me, or maybe he does something that I don't like, or he does something that I just don't agree with, and then maybe we have a falling out, that would send me into a depressed state that is hard for me to come out of. And I see women who jump in and out of relationships and flings and these situations with these men, and they bounce back. I am not one of those women. I am not one of those women that can just bounce back like, yeah, whatever, fuck him, let me move on to the next one. I'm not like that. Like, I put a lot into loving someone, liking someone, being with someone. It can't just be, oh, let me wash my hands with it and move on to the next person. And then also, me sleeping around would give me so much anxiety, because I'm like, okay, who am I sleeping with? Who has a sexually transmitted disease and who doesn't? Am I pregnant? Am I not pregnant? I'm the type of woman, I'm not about the whole life. I'm just not. And I hate it when people try to peer pressure me into being about that life, when I've stated so many times that I'm not about that life. And it has nothing to do with being afraid, not wanting to be intimate. It has everything to do with my mental health, and every fucking time I'm going to choose my mental health over a one-night stand with some random ass guy that I've never met. I was explaining that my decision to not have sex, my decision to live an abstinent lifestyle, has everything to do with my mental health. I am crazy. And I know women say that and they're like, no, I'm really crazy. I'm crazy because it's not about what I do. It's about how I think and how I perceive to do things moving forward. That's what makes me crazy. If some random ass man was trying to play me after I was sexually involved with him on a very intimate level, I'm not going to handle that shit well. And then I also was explaining, because I've had friends like this. At 26, I've heard it all. You need penis. I'm gonna say that. I'm keep it PG. You would be more fun, etc. And I stated that I stopped being friends with girls like that, with women like that, who actually believe that by having penis in their life on a regular, by random people, is non-toxic or is a stable thing to do. For me, it's not. And when you depend on men to make you happy, to make you excited, to make you feel spontaneous, these are all things that you can do for yourself. I have nothing against women who sleep around. If that's you and you can bounce back mentally and be good, congratulations. However, make sure you're not sleeping around for the wrong reasons. And I see that a lot with women. They sleep around for the wrong reasons, and it becomes this toxic thing where they're looking for something. Sometimes they just want attention. 9 times out of 10, a woman is sleeping around because she is searching for something. There are very rare occasions where women will sleep around just to do it, you know, like just because it's fun or whatever. They just like doing it. It's very rare. It's science. Like, we are very calculated when it comes to being intimate with someone. Just like we're natural born nurturers, we are naturally attracted and sexually attracted to someone that we have a mental connection with. If we don't have that mental connection with them or with that person, 9 times out of 10, we're probably not sexually turned on by them. We're probably not sexually interested in them. It's science. And this is the thing with feminists. What I'm about to say, y'all not about to agree with me, but the thing with feminists is I don't believe that a woman can have sexual intercourse with a guy and not feel anything. And the reason for that is because we have a hormone that men don't have. We have a hormone that men don't have. And that's why they have a penis. That's why they have a penis. And we have a vagina. It's toxic because as a woman, like, you're naturally emotional. We're more emotional than men. That's just facts. That's science. That's biology. Like, were you in class and were you paying attention? But at the same time, as an adult and me being mature and adult, I understand that women or other women who are not me are going to have their own separate lifestyle, and that's fine. And I don't judge women for it. I just don't have respect for women who sleep around, who hoe around, and they're not smart about it. Like, they're not using protection. They don't care if they get pregnant by a guy who they know is not looking for commitment. I just don't have respect for women who sleep around, who do things like that in that order, and then they wonder why life is the way that it is for them. You know, I don't have respect for women like that, but I do have respect for women who do sleep around, who use protection, who do annual checkups at the doctor, who do it routinely, quarterly, whatever, to make sure that they're protecting themselves. There's just a way of doing it, and I feel like people are trying to normalize things that are not normal by just sleeping around and really not taking care of yourself. The reason why I am abstinent, it's a mental health thing. I am a woman who cannot handle the emotional roller coasters that these men like to put you through and bounce back and be fine. I am not like that, and because I know this, I'm not sleeping around. I choose to be abstinent. So for you to shame me, you're also shaming the fact that I have mental health issues, that I suffer from depression from time to time, that I have anxiety. It's more than just not having sex. You're shaming me for choosing to take care of myself and make sure that I'm good mentally. If you suffer from mental health issues, anxiety, depression, sex may be the cause. And I won't say sex, sleeping around may be the cause. Encountering all of these different men and personalities could be the root of it all. So I feel like it's important as a woman to take a step back, reevaluate what you're doing, and make sure it's something that is healthy for you. If you don't get anything from this channel, my platforms, it's health, 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 health. You should know your body better than anybody. Your doctor shouldn't know your body better than you. You should know your body. That's sexually, that's health-wise. You should know how to fuel your body. You should know how to please yourself sexually. You should know how to do all of those things. Stop relying on other people to do it for you. Your health comes first, period. I was in a situation at a very young age where my health was ripped from me, and I never had to worry about my health. It was never a concern. I was always in good health. But when I turned 17, my health was ripped from me, and it made me look at life completely different. Like, your health is so important. So many people take it for granted, not knowing that things could change like that. So if you are just taking your health for granted, you need to really take a step back and reevaluate what you're doing. This is all that I have to say about this whole shaming. Can we stop shaming people? Because I don't shame people. I give my opinion on things, and it's 9 times out of 10, it's the truth. But I don't shame someone for being them. I don't do that. Comment down below, what are your thoughts on the whole shaming within the plus size community? What are your thoughts on the whole shaming with the whole abstinent movement that some of us women choose to go with? Comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.